Ladies and gentlemen, it is midnight in the heartland. Here we are, the midnight hour in the heartland of America, and I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is Unindoctrinate, taking you into this midnight hour, reminding you of your personal power. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru, and that all adds up to unindoctrinate yourself. I'm the artist also known as the Christian Whistleblower over on YouTube. So please go to YouTube, type in Christian Whistleblower, and subscribe to that channel. And make sure that you don't miss any of the great podcast excellence that we bring to you on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen, Monday through Friday. And here we are already zooming in deep into the week, but that's what we do, and we keep doing it. Of course, our thoughts and best juju keep going out to Rocky Stucci, the emotional meatball. And of course, Rocky Stucci's Situation Room does precede our excellence here, and he's been feeling a little under the weather, so we're here to help a brother out. You know what I mean? So today I want to talk about how we can manifest and how we can be manifesting moment by moment. A lot of talk about manifestation in the New Cage movement, a lot of talk about manifestation in the pseudo-truther movement. And I know that those things sound a little judgmental. I know that those things sound a little negative. And yet I can't help but look at the New Age and see that it is more like a New Cage, and the so-called truther movement isn't. And I'm beginning to wonder if the whole thing isn't just a psyop to try to keep us from finding the true New Age of humanity and real truth, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go with both of those, I think, and more. Manifesting moment by moment. In order to really understand how your mind works, in order to really understand how to work your mind, you have to know and understand that your mind works 24/7, 365, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. Your mind is working, your mind is active, even when you sleep. That's why I have spent many times cautioning you about believing anything you dream if you've been asleep more than 4 hours. We're not going to go into that tonight, but it's still something that needs to know and that you need to know. But our mind does work 24/7, 365, even in our sleep. And you have to know this. If you ever hope to work your mind and know how your mind works, you have to know that your mind is working against you most of the time. That's right. Your mind is working against you most of the time. Well, Jeff, what are you talking about? Why is my mind? It's my mind. Why is it working against me? Well, it's because you are a 5D being. You're a fifth dimensional being, and you're running in a 3D mentality. You're running in a 3D matrix. You're running in a 3D overlay in a 5D world. And it creates a lot of mess for you. Some of you aren't old enough to remember this, but back when I was a kid, we had record players, and you would put a record on the record player. You didn't push a button on your handheld device. You put a record on a record player, and there was generally 3 settings on that record player: 33, 45, and 78. And some records were recorded to be played at 33, mainly the big ones. The albums were all 33. For some reason, I don't know why. I'm not into this, but the singles, and we would have a record that was just a single. They were small, and they were a single. And they had these little plastic things that you had to press into the middle of the record to get it to fit on the post that comes up out of your record player. It was craziness, ladies and gentlemen. Or you could get fancy and buy something that fit over that plastic thing on your record player, and then you'd slip your 45 over it. But that's not really what we're here to talk about. But if you played a record that was supposed to be 45 and you played it on 33, It was really, really slow, and it just didn't work. And that's sort of what is happening with us in regards to maximizing our manifestation and maximizing our manifestation abilities here in this 3D overlay of a 5D world. That's why I recommend that you go to jeffreydaugherty.com and click on the stem light logo. If you're having, if you have injury, if you have chronic difficulties, if you're feeling the effects of aging, the stem cell therapy from our partners at Stem Light is, folks, literally borderline miraculous. Click on the Stem Light logo, use the word heal. You'll get a 20% discount, which is amazing. And if you're a doctor, you know how well stem cells work for patients. Why not be aligned with the team that is a partner of the National Football League Alumni Association? Go to Southern Stem Doctor and use that same word heal, and they will take care of you, do a lot of great things for you. So you're a 45 record running on 33. You're probably more like a 78 running on 45, or maybe a 78 running on 33. It sounds funny, looks funny, and look at your life. Why do you do some of the funny things you do? Why do you do some of the silly things you do? Why do you do some of the dumb things you do? I'm convinced that a lot of it, or at least a significant portion of it, is because we're supposed to be running on 78, and here we are in 45. We're supposed to be running on 45, here we are in 33, and maybe that's 5D, and we're down here on 3D. We're on the wrong setting. Why? Again, is another story, but we have to take that into effect, and we have to take that into account so we can understand, folks, what is going on and what is taking place. We need to know how our mind works before we can know how to work our mind. And not only are we 45s running on 33, 5D running on 33, we're also constantly bombarded with matrix messaging. We are constantly bombarded with matrix messaging. And the matrix messaging is things like fear. Think about how much fear is bombarded with you every day. If you watch the news, and you really should not, if you read the newspapers, and you really should not, I scan the news digitally, virtually, because I have a responsibility to see things and bring them to you. I'm a trained professional. That's why I do it. If I wasn't in this business, I wouldn't even look at the news, because the news is set up mainly to bring you into fear, to scare you. Oh my God, the president. Oh my God, the economy. Oh my God, the weather. Oh my God, there's food. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, that. There's Zika. There's this. There's that. Now there's rats falling from the roof of the White House. Surely, bad things are coming. And do you realize when I said fear, I said, oh my God, you thought that was just because I was reacting, but that was calculated, ladies and gentlemen. That's called podcast excellence, because fear is calculated to make you go, oh my God, the God of this realm, the God of this world, the God of this earth, the God of the Bible that you say is the book for you, not me. That fear drives you back to that God. That God ain't got nothing but that to keep you coming to him. So they constantly keep you in fear. That's one of the main things of the matrix messaging, which is to keep you in fear, ladies and gentlemen. Keep you in fear. Keep you in an idea of lack, which again is fear. Oh no, there's not enough air. There's not enough water. There's not enough oxygen. There's not enough time. There's not enough food. There's not enough land. There's not enough this. Lack, fear, lack, ladies and gentlemen. The idea of guilt. And the reason all these things are happening is because of you. Because you consume too much, because you breathe too much, because you eat too much, and maybe we do, because you do this and you do that. It's all our fault. Not only is everything bad news, but the worst news is it's our fault. That's what the mainstream media presents to you, which is why if I were you, I wouldn't watch the mainstream media anymore. I wouldn't listen to the mainstream media anymore. I just wouldn't, because it is a message of fear, a message of lack, a message of guilt, and there's the message of coming disaster. The economy is going to crash. The United States is going to go away. The dollar's going to crash. The world economy is going to crash. Everything's going to crash. Again, pointing back to fear, which points you back to their God. Then there's the ever popular sin, salvation, savior matrix. You're a sinner. You need salvation. They've got the only savior in town. That's what it's all headed towards, to keep you afraid so you will feel guilty because it's your fault and will realize that you are born a sinner. You need salvation. They got the only savior. Same thing that lack and guilt and fear and destruction, they all get you to a place where you'll fall back into their savior matrix. That's why we're here teaching you how to unindoctrinate yourself. But this is the world that you live in. This is the world that your mind operates in. This is the world that provides the data that's taken in by your mind each and every day. And we manifest moment by moment. And if we don't realize we're 45 playing on 33, and if we don't realize that we're constantly being bombarded with matrix mindset messaging, then we'll never understand how our mind works, and we'll never be able to work our mind and manifest moment by moment. I correct myself, we will be manifesting moment by moment, but we'll be manifesting their world, not ours. I'm here tonight to give you some hints, and I'll just be straight with it. I'm here to show you, not to do it for you, but to show you how to manifest moment by moment for your betterment. And it doesn't just come from the mainstream media. We like to blame the mainstream media for everything, and they generally deserve it. And yet it's not just the mainstream media. It's also, I think I just came up with something new that I like. There's the mainstream media, and then there's the lamestream media. The mainstream media is the big networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, all that. That's the mainstream media. Who do you think the lamestream media is? That's all these faux truther, new cage channels bringing the same message that the mainstream media brings. And that's really, really lame. If you're a supposedly alternative information channel, if you're a supposedly truther channel, if you're supposedly a new age channel, and you got nothing better to bring me than what the mainstream media brings me, you're lamestream. I can get fear from ABC, I can get fear from CBS, I can get fear from NBC, I can get fear from Fox. I don't need fear from YouTube. I can get guilt, I can get control, I can get disaster, I can get lack talk, I can get all of that stuff from the mainstream media. And if you are going to bring me the same thing that they bring me, just dressed up in a different outfit, then I will call you lamestream media. If it's bringing fear, it's lamestream. If it's bringing doubt, it's lamestream. If it's bringing guilt, it's lamestream. If it's talking about disaster, it's lamestream. Doom, gloom, pending disaster, lack, OMG, that's lamestream media. And it's probably worse than mainstream media because it pretends that it's better, when in actuality, it's worse because it should know better. So you've got your mainstream media, and you've got your lamestream media, and then you've got your me media, what you say, what you program into yourself, and what you say and what you program into yourself is determined mostly by what you hear, because most of us are monkey see, monkey do kind of people. If you'd like to change that and learn how to get yourself in the right mindset to be manifesting moment by moment, go to jeffreydaugherty.com and click on the Focused Life Force Energy logo. FLFE, you'll see it there on the website. What that does is creates a more nurturing environment right in your home or right on your cell phone within 60 feet in all directions. I'm not saying it's going to make you more spiritual, but I'm saying it's going to allow you to maximize your spirituality. It creates a more nurturing environment. I might go out on a limb and say it's like having a 5D environment in the midst of the 3D overlay in the 5D world. If you can follow that, go to jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the Focus Life Force Energy or Fluffy logo, and we can get a full 15-day trial on your home and a 15-day trial on your phone. See which one works best for you. I'll be honest, I will not live without it. We've got 2 big dogs. I've got to throw them out of here because I'm kind of special. I don't know if you knew it, but I'm sort of a big deal. So I've got a special offer from Fluffy. I actually am sitting in a uber super fantastic enhanced environment, but that is not available to the general public. And I'm not sure why, but it's just not. But folks, go to the website, jeffreydaugherty.com, click on the Fluffy logo, take the trials, and I'm pretty sure you'll want to become a full-time subscriber. And it's like $35 or something crazy, less than you would spend every month for mediocre coffee. That's a guarantee. So, what can we do to combat the mainstream media? What can we do to combat the lamestream media? 3 words. Turn them off. 3 more words. Watch something else. It's really, folks, just that simple. Turn off as much of the matrix messaging as possible, both mainstream media and lamestream media. I'm going to get into your business a little bit. I'm going to step on your toes a little bit because that's what I do. You know, I walk into people's houses, smart people, intelligent people, people that are trying to unindoctrinate themselves. And I walk in their house or I talk to them on the phone, and in the background, I can hear the TV playing. And it's playing mainstream media news. I hear Fox, I hear CNN. And I know it's in the background, and they're playing it all day long. Some of them are playing, regular TV, which isn't any better, maybe even worse. Every now and then I'll hear, it's some YouTube. But if it's lamestream media, again, folks, your mind takes in all that data. So if the first thing you do when you walk in the house is set down your keys, pick up the remote, and turn on the TV and use it for background music, you are killing yourself. You are greatly limiting your ability to manifest moment by moment in a positive way. And you are encouraging and strengthening and empowering the matrix manifestation moment by moment in your life. You can't live in a constant stream of sewage and smell like a rose. You just can't. And if you've got the mainstream media or the lamestream media playing in your house the entire time you're there, you're making a huge mistake. Do yourself a favor. Turn that shit off. Just turn it off. And let me get a little more into your business. I know some of you, I hear about it. You talk about it. If you're going to sleep with the TV on, that's stupid. Going to sleep, letting mainstream media rock you to sleep, are you crazy? Going to sleep, letting lamestream media rock you to sleep, are you crazy? You don't know what's coming up next when it goes to the next video. You don't know. If you're doing that on the TV, if you're doing that through your devices, that is stupid. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm really not sorry. I'm just trying to be polite. That's stupid because you are allowing the mainstream media to rock you to sleep. You're allowing the lamestream media to rock you to sleep. You're allowing mainstream and lamestream to speak directly into your mind without any of the waking filters that you would use if you were awake. What is wrong with you? Don't do it. It's silly. You're hurting yourself. And I'm here to help you learn how to help yourself. You can't stop the bird from flying over your head, but you can stop the bird from building a nest in your hair. And you're letting that dirty bird build a nest in your hair by listening to mainstream media all day long on your TV while you walk around your house, listening to lamestream media all day long on the TV while you walk around your house, going to sleep to mainstream, going to sleep to lamestream. You're killing yourself. It's a bad idea. Don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. You can't shut it all out. That's impossible. And shielding isn't practical, and shielding doesn't really work anyway, at least long term. We'll get to that when we come back from the break. But you just have to understand that if you do want to manifest positively moment to moment, you're going to have to be proactive. You're going to have to make some changes. You're going to have to make some rearranges in your lifestyle, in your habits, if you want to change your life. Somebody a lot smarter than me said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you want a different result, you're going to have to do different things. If you want a different outcome, you're going to have to put in different inputs. That's just the way it works in the real world, ladies and gentlemen. And we're about the real world here. We're trying to get you to unindoctrinate yourself. And it's not always easy. It really is, but we make it hard. It's not always, oh, I can't wait to do that. Sometimes it's actual work. Sometimes it's actual discipline. And we are not real big sometimes on work. We're not real big sometimes on discipline. We are at a place where we want everything to come easy. We want the microwave mentality, put it in for 2 minutes, and you got everything that you need. That's just not the way manifesting your world moment by moment works. We've talked about this segment, what not to do. When we get back on the other side of the break, we're going to talk about what to do. You are manifesting moment by moment. Right now, you're manifesting mainstream media. You're manifesting lamestream media. But when we get back, we're going to show you how to turn that around and how to manifest moment by moment a world that is conducive to helping you and building you, a world that will make not only your world a better place, but the rest of our world a better place. Because we're not just talking about unindoctrinating you. We're talking about unindoctrinating this whole world and getting us all to a better place. So don't go anywhere. Get your drink, get your snack, get right back. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is Unindoctrinate. One segment in the books. We're coming back in just a few seconds for our final segment as we take you into the midnight hour, reminding you of your personal power. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is Unindoctrinate, and we'll be right back.